Hello everyone, Miley here. Miley from the present here. Present being the day before Mother's Day. I don't know when this vlog will actually come out. We're gonna see. It's a huge test. So let me tell you what's been going on. First of all, we have not uploaded a vlog in a couple weeks, I think. Which is kind of crazy. We broke our streak. We were doing fairly good there for a while. But I would like to say as an excuse, life got crazy, but you guys know it didn't. We're still in quarantine. Not quarantine, as Eric would not allow me to say if he were here. R.I.P. Eric. Just kidding. He's not dead. I don't know why I said that. Oh my gosh. I'm going crazy. We haven't vlogged in a while. So, that's mainly because if you don't know, Eric, in addition to his normal job, working from home for a real estate tech company in Dallas, couldn't tell you what he does for them. It all goes above my head, techie stuff, I don't even know. Manages, owns products, I don't know, he'll have to explain it. Anyway, that's his full-time job, that's what he does for work. But on the side, for about almost 4 years actually, I think now, he started his own podcast network. That's the best way we know how to call it. They're actually part of a larger network of podcasts. So, but he does like 3, I'm a bad wife, I think 3 that he controls. He's on one more with our friend Trevor. Shout out to Trevor. Hi, Trevor. All that to say, Eric spends a lot of time recording. He has his own recording studio in our house, which we'll show you in a part 2 of our home tour someday. But he spends a lot of his time recording, a lot of his time editing. And so throwing on another video or 2 a week for him to have to record. Well, the recording's not the hard part because we just do that together about our normal life, but mostly the editing part, putting it all together, takes a lot of time and effort, and Eric doesn't always have the time and effort in his schedule because he's so busy with his other podcast stuff. So we have gone rogue and decided to do something unprecedented in this family, which is Miley attempts to do technology. Now let me tell you about myself. I am a very self-sufficient person. I'm very independent. Eric and I love doing our own thing. Like, we are not the kind of couple that always has to be together. Like, no, that's not us. We are fiercely independent. But what comes with that is that I'm really good at some things, Eric's really good at some things. And so, like, for example, anything techie, like setting up a TV, setting up a camera, setting up anything technology, running anything technology, fixing anything technology. I just have had absolutely zero practice in that because Eric just does it all for us. Now, there are plenty of things that I do for us, so it's not like I'm incompetent. It's just that he's so sufficient at it that I don't have to learn it, which is good in some situations. But this situation where I'm about to maybe take over the editing of this vlog to make it more consistent and maybe actually take like a real shot at it, it's a little scary, definitely unprecedented, but we're gonna see how it goes. So hello, I am editing this vlog, which is a conglomeration. Is that the right word? Conglomeration? I don't know. Anyway, it's a group. No, that's not the right word either. Oh God. You guys, my brain is frying. Is anybody else like at the brain frying stage? Like, brain is fried, done, gone, words hard. Okay, what I'm trying to say is this vlog you're about to watch, you're probably 10 minutes into it because I just can't stop talking to just explain the premise of what's gonna happen. So, there's footage from the last 2, maybe 3 even weeks that we've just kind of off the cuff randomly filmed that we just have never gotten edited into a vlog. So as a little experiment, I'm going to try to edit that footage and just see if I can make a vlog. I don't know how to make a vlog. I'm just gonna try. I got a little crash course from Eric. I'm feeling fairly confident. We shall see. You may never see this footage. I don't know. I may fail horribly and completely. It may be amazing. Who knows? Who's to tell? So this is current Miley, and what you're about to see is footage from past Miley and Eric over the last couple of weeks to check in on what we've been doing, in the weeks that you have not seen a vlog from us. Moving forward, and here's the exciting part, if this actually works, which again, it might not, but if it actually works and I enjoy editing and I don't mind it, we are going to try to record enough throughout our weeks to do 1, maybe even 2 weekly vlogs moving forward that I will take ownership of and edit. Like, what? Who am I? I'm telling you, I'm turning into a whole new person. Anyway, this intro has been completely all over the place and probably about 4 times too long. So gist of what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to edit the vlogs now. I don't know what I'm doing. This may crash and burn. This may be amazing. You may be getting 2 vlogs a week that are edited by me. You might not. You might never see this. I don't know. Let's see. Rolled footage.
What is up, everybody? So we just got a package in from Amazon, something that I got to order for the house. Super pumped because it's something that I think every kitchen should have. And Miley's rolling her eyes at me.
You guys.
A good quality cutting board. And I wanted to get one of the nice big thick like wood butcher block ones, but decided to go with a plastic one just because the cost difference was like a couple $100 compared to a commercial grade plastic one. And Miley gave me the go ahead and the thumbs up, and it just came. And Miley, do you want to show it to him?
You guys.
I'm so excited.
Look at this!
It's awesome!
It's like a 4th of our kitchen island. Okay, a 6th of our kitchen island. It won't fit in our sink. How are you gonna wash this? It for sure won't fit in our washing dish thing, whatever that's called. I don't know what cabinet we're gonna put it in. Where the F is this gonna go? Eric.
I'm so excited.
It weighs like 10 pounds.
It's a good commercial grade 30-inch by 18-inch cutting board. I okayed all of this with Miley.
How much did you pay for this?
It was like 30 bucks.
For a cutting board? Where are we gonna put this cutting board? There's literally no place in our kitchen for it.
So we just wanted to share it with you all.
I had absolutely no concept of how big this is gonna be.
I read the measurements to her. I told her the price.
You're gonna have to put it in the pantry.
It won't fit in the pantry.
It won't fit in the pantry!
All right, guys. We will talk to you later.
This is a problem. You guys, we have great news. Eric, come tell the great news. It's not really our news, but...
We're getting another puppy!
No, we are not. Oh my god.
No, we just watched...
Oh, I look great, by the way.
The reveal for my brother and his wife for their baby. And we are going to have a niece, which is exciting. A niece.
We're so excited.
Yeah. So
it's awesome.
Congratulations to Josh and Megan.
Yes. It was a very funny gender reveal. I'm not surprised Josh got it on the first try, but I was very impressed.
He shot an arrow at a balloon and there was powder in the balloon?
Yeah, or paint or something. Pink substance.
But we got to watch from afar because
on Facebook Live.
Being socially responsible.
So. It was so fun.
Yeah.
We're so excited. We can't wait. We can't wait to meet her. I can't wait to find out her name. Oh my gosh, I love babies.
So, yeah, that's the exciting news for our Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Despite my appearance in PJs and lovely gross hair and no makeup and disheveled, it's what, 3 o'clock? 4 o'clock?
Yeah, you would think it's like 8 in the morning.
No, I was asleep at 8 in the morning. I just woke up at 11:30. Anybody else do that?
No.
I love sleeping. Okay, well, this has been interesting, to say the least. This is maybe our most boring weekend vlog. What are we gonna even title this to get people to watch? What have we even done? We should just put another Miley and Eric boring vlog. Or we could put, guess what we found out? And be like this in the thumbnail.
And have like baby clip art so people think that it's like...
That's genius. No. So they think it's me that's pregnant. Oh, that's so good. No, we could never do that to my family. They would literally murder me. Oh my gosh, not pregnant, not planning on it. Bye. Okay, hello everyone. What's up?
Hello.
It's Saturday, it's the weekend. We are going to enjoy our Saturday in. We're about to go on a bike ride. We've been riding our bikes almost every night.
Yeah, except for when it rained, but yeah.
Yeah, except for when it rains.
You want to tell them about your running adventure?
You guys, listen to this story. Okay, so one of my very favorite YouTubers from since the beginning of when I started watching YouTube, her name is Jessica Braun, and she does she started out doing makeup. She does a lot more lifestyle now. She and her husband, who's a Disney travel agent, and they have a sweet little baby. They're so cute. They do a lot of vlog style content now, which I really like. That's my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. Anyway, she runs. She's a runner. And she posted this video yesterday or the day before that said, tips for learning to run and liking it. And I was like, I am the last person on human earth who would ever think about running.
As opposed to dog earth or cat earth.
Right. My dad may be lower than me. Matt Hopkins would never run except for one time in the airport when he almost missed his flight and he basically had a heart attack. And then his flight got delayed and it turns out he didn't have to run at all. It's a hilarious story. You should hear him tell it sometime. Anyway, like I'm saying, I was like, okay, don't do that. Who do you think I am? God. Okay, so I watched this video that Jessica Braun posted and I was like, yeah, she's not gonna convince me to run. But I'll still watch the video because I really love her and I wanna support her channel. So don't do it again, Scrimp. Please don't. Just let me tell my story, man. You're just ominously lurking in the background, just waiting to pounce on me. Yeah. Okay, so she said some super profound things about running that I was like, oh my God, you're right, I can run, let's do this. So some of the things she said were, number one, she started out saying exactly what I just said, which is I'm the last person that would have ever taken up running as a hobby. I hate running, I never did it, I never did anything athletic growing up. She just went on and on, very similar to my story. Don't do it with an apple either.
I'm just eating an apple, man. Tell your story.
So,
take it forever. She
started by saying that when she went to the doctor, she switched over and got a new doctor and she was going through all the preliminary questions, stop Eric, questions with her doctor, and he asked her if she ran, which was one of the questions, or what she did for exercise, and she said she ran, and he was like, yes. And she was like, why the heck are you having that reaction, doctor? And he was like, sorry, I love it when my patients tell me that they are runners because that is the #1 best thing you can do for your heart health. And so that flipped a switch in her brain of, oh, running isn't something I should do to lose weight or make my body look better. It's something I should do to keep myself healthier and help myself live longer. And I was like, that makes sense. It's something positive you're doing for your body that doesn't have to do with negative opinions you have of yourself. So that was really profound and that kind of clicked me into the video and actually taking it seriously. But then she said some really actually practical, awesome tips. Number one, she said, it still counts as a run if you walk a little bit. She doesn't run for 2 minutes and then walk for 45 seconds. She's like, no, I don't even time it out like that. I just run until I need to walk and then I walk until I think I can run again. And that still counts as a run. If you walk 1/4 of the time, that still counts as a run. If you run down to the street and then 3 more streets you walk and then you run again, another street, that's a run. You did it, you're running. And I was like, oh my gosh, you don't have to run the entire time and it still counts as a run? I got this, I can do this. So she was like, obviously the more you do it, the more your body builds up the capacity to run and the less you have to walk. It's just all about training your body and your brain to be able to handle running. And then she said, what I thought was the most helpful tip was that, and she had lots more tips in this video. You should check her out, she's awesome. She has 700,000 subscribers. She does not need me shouting her out on my 22 views video, but I do love her. So her last tip that I thought was super profound was she runs halfway out, and then when she hits the halfway mark, she turns around and runs the same route home so that she still has half a run left, but it feels like less time because she's just turning around and running home. It's just oh, I'm headed home already on my run. I'm almost there, I'm headed home. Even though it's still halfway through the run, it just tricks your brain. It helps your brain trick you a little bit. And then the best part about that, she said, was that helps so much in building stamina and being able to go for longer and longer times, because if you run 2 miles, you run 1 mile out, 1 mile back. If you want to run 2.5 miles the next day, all you have to do is run an extra 1/4 of a mile out instead of a full 1/2 of a mile. And then you turn around and head back home, and it still adds up, the little tiny bit of distance, but it's incremental. And it just helps trick your brain, and it's kind of a mental thing to help you get through and push faster. So all that to say, I was super inspired yesterday to go on a run. Never before in my life have I been on a run. I walk, like I'm an avid walker. I love walking. I know I'm taking so long telling this story. I'm sorry. You can cut out as much as you want, okay? So I went
the whole thing out.
I went on a run yesterday for the first time. It was a whole 9-minute and 43-second run. I ran a 1/2 of a mile. I thought that was a really good start.
Yeah.
It felt like I was doing something and pushing my body and getting active, but it didn't feel like I was dying inside. I walked when I needed to walk. I ran a good bit of the time. But you wanna know the funniest part? I was running in my neighborhood, and it had rained last night or the night before, I don't know. There was just some like little puddles with a little bit of mud here and there, not a big deal, right? So I started walking. I was almost to the halfway point, almost about to turn around. No, I had turned around. I was past the halfway point and walking back. So I was walking a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I'm less than halfway to go. I can run. So as soon as I start to run again, my foot hits one of the puddles with the mud. I fall flat on my butt, like whoop, hit the pavement and bam, down. Not only do I stop while landing on my butt, but my momentum is so great when I hit the ground that I just continue to go all the way back. And so my back is laying flat on the ground in mud and water. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I get up, I'm literally covered in mud and water on the back side of me. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm almost home, I can do this. So I kept running. I was so impressed with myself. Normally I would be like,
I'm done.
I am so done. I'm calling Eric. He's coming to pick me up. I'm waiting right here at this stupid puddle. Like, I hate everything. I'm never running again. But no, I was so inspired by that video and her words and what she said that I even fell flat onto my back in mud, outdoor substances, and I still kept going. I still kept running. It's like, I'm telling you, this this social distancing is turning me into a whole new person.
Can we please go on our bike right now?
I still slept until 11:30 today, so maybe it's not totally transforming me, but
we're gonna go on our bike ride.
I just had to share that little tidbit that took 5 minutes. Okay, hello everyone. I broke the tripod. I broke the tripod again. Okay, hello everyone. It's a little bit later. Actually, it's like 8 o'clock. I made dinner tonight. I made spaghetti. How was the spaghetti, Eric? What would you give it out of 10?
I would say 3.
Eric, what did you tell me earlier off the camera?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. It was so good. Good. And then Eric gave me a great tip before I started cooking, which was that if you ladle some of the pasta water, like while the pasta's cooking, if you ladle some of that into the sauce, it helps like bind everything together. And when you combine the sauce with the noodles, it binds it all together. That worked perfectly. I ended up ladling like
a cup and a half.
A ladle and a half, maybe, like a lot, a fair amount in, and it was perfect.
So Miley's mad at me. She's on the couch, huffing and puffing.
Are we really gonna vlog about this?
So here's the backstory, vloggies. So recently, I had been like saving up my money because there were parts on my computer that I needed to update. Miley just discovered on Amazon, and she is very upset that I just spent all of my discretionary funds because she wanted to pool our money together to get something to help with social distancing and isolating in our home. Honey, do you want to tell them what you found?
I'm not a happy camper. Eric did not like my idea, and it was the greatest idea I've ever heard in my life. The greatest idea I've ever heard in my life, and I thought of it my own self.
Do you want to tell them or do you want me to?
Well, you're making me feel stupid, but
Why?
this idea is awesome.
I know, they'll agree with you probably.
Okay, this is what I found. For a mere $360 on Amazon, okay? That's cheap when you think about what it is. A full 8-foot arcade grade skee ball machine. We would literally burn hours of our life in skee ball tournaments. Like, we would kill each other. It would be amazing. Skee ball is the greatest arcade game in America forever and ever, and we could have had one in our own dang house. Well, in our own dang garage, because I wouldn't have put it in the actual house, but like...
That was my first question, is where?
That is the greatest idea ever, and he won't even pull our money for it.
I don't have money now. I spent all my money.
On a stupid computer that worked just fine before.
No, it didn't. That's the reason I needed to replace stuff.
Well, I never had any problems with it.
The like grand total of 5 minutes since I've gotten that computer.
Skee ball! It would have been amazing. Oh, I'm so mad.
Another thing that we sometimes do with our discretionary money is, well, not we, Miley, in the middle of the night when the dogs are barking. It's her night to take dogs out. Oh my God, don't tell them about
this. This is like total like embarrassing bargaining, like, oh my God. They're gonna be like, you guys are the weirdest people ever.
There are some nights where Miley doesn't want to get out of bed. She doesn't want to get up to take care of the dogs. And
because you didn't even explain, we switch off every night.
We alternate nights.
And this is what happens, okay? Eric gets up with the dogs in the morning. I am very, very thankful and very lucky to have a husband who gets up every morning with the dogs. He is a very good morning person. Like, he'll pop up out of bed at 6:30, super chipper, like smile at me and say, good morning, how are you? And try to have a conversation.
Sure.
Meanwhile, I am a freaking goblin in the morning and I don't speak. Like, I will just growl at him to stop talking to me. So like, mornings are really hard for me. They notoriously have been my entire life. In fact, my brother and my sister are both the same way. I think it's just in our wiring. Anyway, all that to say,
we alternate nights.
We alternate nights for if the dogs bark in the night. But what ends up happening is the dogs won't bark until like 6 or 6:30. And I'm trying to get my last precious couple hours of sleep before I have to go
occasionally,
all day.
Occasionally the dogs will bark at like 2 in the morning.
Anytime it's like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., I always get up.
That's
anytime. Yes, it is.
The first time.
If it's like 5 a.m. or after, I don't like it.
Miley just made good. She offered me $20 to get up and take the dogs out, even though it was her night.
It's so funny because Eric wakes up when he hears the dogs. I don't wake up. So he's like, honey, Esme's barking, honey, go get Esme. Like, he makes me do it on my nights, even though I would not register it if he didn't wake me up.
That's true.
And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, okay, fine. And I get up and I get my robe on and my shoes, my house shoes, and I take the dogs outside and I wrangle Esme because she's a little devil child and won't come inside because she loves being outside. But in those 1 out of 10 times that I'm just like, I can't. There's no way my body's getting out of this bed right now. My eyes won't even open. I'm like, hey, I'll give you $20 if you do it. And Eric moves from honey, Esme's barking, honey, Esme's barking to, okay, great, let's go, great deal. And I'm just like, really?
Really?
You could just be nice to your wife and be like, honey, I got it tonight. You know what?
I do that.
Don't even worry.
I do that every other night. That is my attitude.
That's already the bargain, man. I'm talking about when it's my night. You could, if I'm like really hard to wake up or it's like super close to when you're gonna get up anyway, you could just be like, you know what? I love my wife so much. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna give her that little extra bit of sleep without interrupting her, without waking her up. You could do that. Do you do that? No. He makes me pay him $20 every time. And you know what? When I first had the ingenious idea, I woke up and thought, that is the best $20 I have ever spent in my entire human existence. And now I'm just kind of annoyed about it because now that I did it once, I'm like, damn it, I really want to do it again. And again and again. But then I just have to keep giving up $20.
That's in fact what she said the first night she came up with that idea was, you're about to become a very rich man, my friend. So.
And it's like 2 a.m. Miley doesn't consider like all the other things she wants to buy. She's just like
a skee ball machine.
Don't make me get out of this bed.